Hey folks, Daily Landsblog here, looking through my report. This was the mouth swab that I did, I guess a couple of weeks ago now, in Salima from Whole Health. You were in my house. We did the mouth swab. You sent it away.
Yep.
And now I have the results, and you have the results as well.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. So you got an email linked to this report, and I printed it out for you so we could sit down here and discuss them, which we just did.
Yeah, I told you I could have looked at it, but I wanted the drama of hearing it. And also, to tell you the truth, I did forget my password. So it was like, okay, I'll just wait.
And you wanted the pharmacist's opinion.
And I wanted the pharmacist's opinion. You were going to slip that into the conversation no matter what,
Well,
right?
I was hoping you would.
Yeah. Well, you didn't give me a chance, right? Oh, apparently you're in control of this. Apparently I'm not doing a good enough job. So, okay, so I should explain to people before you give the results.
Yeah.
This is a swab to, by your DNA, determine what drugs your body would be most suited for, least suited for. And this is for all kinds of drugs, but we're talking about for psychiatric drugs here. And in my case, I'm on two drugs right now, Cipralex and wellbutrin.
Yep.
And the question is, are those good drugs for me? Is my dose appropriate? And this was my big fear for you, as you know, I worry about if this drug or these drugs stop working, do I have an alternative that might be even better than those? So,
Yep.
Tell me, Cipralex first of all.
Cipralex. So Cipralex, you are a poor metabolizer. And so in short, that means that you likely will have higher concentrations of this drug in your body than somebody who's a normal metabolizer. So just so you know, you may benefit from reducing the dose, but I, as a pharmacist, would say if you're stable and you're good on that dose, then I would likely keep it at that.
So I'm on 20 milligrams, which is the high side of this drug.
Yeah.
And you're saying that theoretically, if I hadn't started on any drugs and I was starting on this, you would start me at a lower dose with probably a shorter ceiling, right?
That's right.
Okay.
So I would start you at 5 milligrams and maybe at max put you up to 10 milligrams.
Because you're a pharmacist.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
And I have these results here.
And wellbutrin is the other drug that I'm on, which is also an antidepressant, but from a different family, obviously.
Exactly. So for wellbutrin, you're actually an intermediate metabolizer. And so what that means is because bupropion needs to get activated in the body, different from Cipralex, that you don't activate it as well. So that means that you could actually increase the dose theoretically, and you are on a higher dose already. You could have room to go up if you need to, safely.
Right, so I'm on 200 milligrams now, 100 twice a day. So you're saying, hey, if I found myself coming back to some of the symptoms of the illness, I could say, okay, well, one option would be to increase that dose. But you wouldn't necessarily recommend doing that with Cipralex.
No. I
Okay,
wouldn't. Yeah.
so these are, again, this is all determined by nothing that I said, but just the DNA that you took
From your cheek.
from my cheek. Okay,
Exactly.
so let's say hypothetically that I want to try on another drug. Okay,
Yes.
would there be ones that I would be more suited to because of this test?
Yes. So there's a list of psychiatry meds here, and in this green zone, which is you can use it as normal, venlafaxine is on there, paroxetine is on there, mirtazapine is on there. There's a few drugs on here that you could turn to if you needed to change your medications.
See, that's a huge thing, and obviously I don't work for this company. Why don't you tell people how they can do this, and then I'm going to tell you why I think it's important.
Sure. So if you know anyone that's interested in taking this test, they can go to pillcheck.ca. And because of our relationship with SickNotWeak, we've been able to secure a promo code, and it's Whole Health. So if you put that promo code in, you'll get $25 off, and we'll send you a t-shirt on behalf of SickNotWeak.
Well, okay, that's great. I have nothing to gain by it except to say that one of the worst things that I see on a daily basis, I'm not a pharmacist like you, but I did go to school. Okay, it was radio and television, so it's not like university, but what I see on a regular basis is people that are desperate for help sooner rather than later. And there's no way to speed up any medication. It's always going to be a month or whatever. But the real tragedy comes when your first medication doesn't work. It's not targeted properly. Maybe you find out that there was a drug that would have been better. Then you have to wean off it and then go back on it. And this can take months. And people lose their lives over that time. So if you're thinking of medication, I think this is a great thing to talk to your family doctor about, for instance, because your family doctor may not have a lot of experience with a lot of different drugs.
I would also add to that, if you're already on medications and you're experiencing side effects and you're looking to switch to another medication, this can tell you which one would be least likely to have those adverse effects in your body.
And this is available, you and I are here in Toronto right now,
Yep.
but all across Canada?
Yep, It would get shipped directly to you. You would do the cheek swab, as we did similarly with Michael, and then mail it back. And then you would get your results, and you'll have a pharmacist actually also go through the results with you as well.
And you were saying that also that I was good for extortion, some crime that they had matched my DNA up with in
I never said that.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
I did say you were an ultra-fast caffeine metabolizer.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. Thank you for this. Thank you for giving me the benefit of this information.
No problem. Our
What,
pleasure.
what is the name of this segment?
The Landsblog.
Right, and
7 days a week, 364 days, 1 day off,
Right.
which you didn't use when you were sick.
that's true.
Yeah.
I threw up. Does it say anything there about gravel?
It doesn't.
Oh, okay. Gravel's awesome, though. You know that, right?
I hope it helped you.
Right. Now, to prove that you actually are a pharmacist, do you have a name tag?
I do.
Because that's the proof of it.
And I have a lab coat.
When you graduate,
But
do they give
this is
you...
what matters.
When you graduate, do they give you the name tag?
No,
Okay.
but they gave me a lab coat.
Okay. And how would you answer this question? Yeah, I just bought this one yogurt. Can I pay for it here?
Oh, come on. We don't do that.